Hi Verbling, my name's Michaela. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and today we're talking about spelling and pronunciation in English, which is complex to say the least. And, if you guys have any questions about this class or any others, you can let me know on my Verbling inbox or on my Facebook name, which I'll put in the chat box for you guys. And Trin, welcome to class.
Hello, teacher.
Hi Trin, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. I am already ready for the weekend. We only have 2 more days, so I'm just relaxing, having a good end to my week.
Oh, okay.
So Trin, how do you feel about spelling and pronunciation in English?
I don't know. In Warbling is the first class is pronunciation class.
Ooh, excellent. Well, hopefully we will have a lot to go through today and learn. And Christina, welcome to class.
Yeah, sorry, I am a little late, but
No
I am
problem.
okay. Thank you very much.
Good to have you with us. And what do you think about spelling and pronunciation in English?
I think it's very, very important the pronunciation, because if we don't have a good pronunciation, maybe it's difficult to express ideas or something. Yeah.
Definitely. It's important, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, very important, and spelling too, because especially when you are beginning, because if you are able to spell one word, maybe people understand you.
Yeah. So both of them are important parts of communication, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
And how about Miss or Mr. De La Cruz? I forget. I think I've had you in class. Miss De La Cruz.
Yes, my name is Maracruz, but you can call Mary.
Mary, okay.
Okay.
Good to have you with us, Mary. Can you share your thoughts with us on spelling and pronunciation in English?
I agree with my partner. I think that it is important that I pronunciation better, because if don't pronunciation well, you don't understand.
Definitely true. Communicating is the most important goal, so pronunciation is important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Martin, welcome to class.
Nice to see you again.
Good to have you back. And can you tell us what you think about spelling and pronunciation in English?
Well, in my opinion, is the most important thing about the English language, especially if you have to go for a travel or for study or for whatever you want outside your country. Even if you have just to take a flight, listening and speaking is important.
Yeah.
Important things.
Definitely.
Without that, it's impossible to live nowadays, in my opinion. Maybe not so strong, but it's just more easier living nowadays.
Yeah, especially if you don't have access to Google Translate, right?
Exactly.
Okay, Vincenzo, welcome to class.
Thank you, teacher. Nice to be with you.
Good to have you back. So
Yes.
what are your thoughts on the English pronunciation and spelling?
Yes, I think that pronunciation is very important because I think when you pronounce in the right way, you can synchronize and also understand well what they are saying, what they are telling to you. Yes. So I think it's one of the face of the medal. I think the two things are important: good pronunciation and a good listening. So I've tried always to synchronize myself in this way, but I think it's very difficult because when from a side they can pronounce very well something, I'm not in the same. I am not in the same, let's say, track of the way of listening. Because listening is more difficult than pronouncing. Because you are going to speak very fast. That's not the same way I'm going to talk. Because also if I pronounce well, I'm not going to the same speed that you are going to. Yeah. So, for example, when I'm listening to films, something like this, yes, the speed is very high. I can't understand. Also, in a conference or something, yes, some people can speak at high speed. Mm, So the most difficult things is listening. Speaking,
Yeah, that's as well. That's another important part.
yes,
And you all talked a little bit about the importance of these things, why it's good to know how to pronounce and why you need to know how to spell. And I think that is excellent to know, the importance of that. But I'm surprised not more of you talked about how difficult it is in English and how irregular it is in English, because it's not simple. In fact, I think it's on a global scale, it's one of the more difficult languages because we don't have just one way to spell one sound. We have like 5 ways, especially with vowels. It's ridiculous how many ways you can spell
yes,
one sound.
Yeah.
So it's hard, especially if you're reading something for the first time, to know how to pronounce or to even guess how to pronounce. Even native speakers have a lot of trouble with that. If you see a word for the first time, you just have to give it your best shot and take a chance because it's very irregular. All right. And what's your guess as to how many sounds we have in English? How about Vincenzo? Do you have a guess? How many sounds do you think we have in English?
No, I don't know exactly, teacher, but I know that there are lots of sounds, but I can summarize how much they are.
Do you know how many letters we have?
Letters?
How many letters?
I don't know. Perhaps 30. I don't understand.
25 maybe? No,
It's 26, I think.
26.
26.
Right. I think it's 26 letters. So 26 letters. Trin, take a guess how many sounds we can produce with those letters.
How many sounds? I don't
Yeah,
know.
how many sounds are contained in the English language? Christina, take a guess.
I think I know that, for example, vowels are different from Spanish. For example, that is my language. In Spanish, we have only 5 vowels. Yeah, but I know that in English we have I don't know, maybe 15. No, I don't know exactly,
For
but
vowels?
I think. Yeah, I don't know exactly how many sounds of vowels in English.
Okay, so I think you're pretty close for the vowel sounds. Anyone else want to take a guess? How about Mary? Any ideas how many sounds there are in English, vowel and consonants?
I don't understand. Could you
How
repeat?
many sounds do we use to create English in general? So like in the word man, we have n. We have 3 sounds in the word man. But in the English language entirety, how many sounds do we use to make English?
I think that it's very difficult pronunciation because although there are three chords,
Hmm.
it's very difficult for me because I don't know how I had to pronunciation the word.
Hmm. You don't know how to pronounce the words. Okay. Martin, any ideas how many sounds there are in English? No cheating, no Googling this.
No idea. Maybe, I don't know, if 50 was close, maybe 55, 60.
Close, you're close.
Yeah.
Mook,
60.
any ideas how many sounds there are in English? Mook, are you there?
Yes. I think 40.
All right, you guys are very close. There are, in fact, 44 sounds in English, and it depends a little on who you ask because it's a very soft science. It's difficult. Some people will count two sounds as different, and another person might not. I'm getting a little background noise.
Yeah.
Can you guys mute yourselves if you're not talking? Just keep yourself on mute, and then whenever you want to say something, you're welcome to unmute
Yeah.
yourself. That will be helpful. So there's about 44 sounds, depending on who you ask, and about 19 of them are vowel sounds.
19?
Mhm. So it's a big difference from Spanish
Yeah.
to English. There's a
Very
lot
good.
of vowel sounds.
Yeah,
And there aren't that many vowel letters.
I think it's the reason sometimes for the difficult to
Yes.
to communicate well.
Yeah. To understand. Yeah.
I agree. It's those pesky vowels. All right. So we're going to go over some general rules, some patterns, really. We call them rules, but they're not really rules so much as patterns because every rule in English is broken many times. So I'm going to put some notes in the chat box for you, and I'll screen share them as well, and we'll talk about some patterns in English and how to pronounce them. Mainly focusing on vowels, of course, being that's one of the biggest difficulties people have. Oops. All right. Everyone see the notes in the chat box?
Yeah.
Awesome. If I get my screen share to work, then I will screen share them also. Okay, here we go. So, these are letter combinations and pronunciations plus some exceptions.
Okay.
So, the first one on the EA pronunciation, Alejandro, welcome to class.
Hi, Michaela. Thank you.
Good to have you here with us. Would you mind reading that first list of words with EA in them?
Eat, see, read, meet, beat, beat, tear, fear, read.
Excellent. So we have that long I sound, the E. And the exceptions are break, great, wear, bear, pair, threat, sweat, red. So there's quite a few exceptions. Thank you very much, Alejandro.
Thank you.
The next line, EW words. Christina, can you read those for us?
New, screw, jewel, few.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you kind of made an interesting distinction between the first two words. You said new and new, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because some people might make that distinction, but many also would say them exactly the same.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the confusion. Sometimes you are you're lost.
Yes. And one has a silent K, which is totally crazy. Why is there a silent K? Nobody knows. But they're pronounced pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah.
And then the exception is so, which
So,
again is very irregular, doesn't make much sense. We kind of pronounce it with an O sound.
okay. So
Mary.
is the present of a verb? Yeah.
Yes. It's
Okay.
when you use a needle and thread to make a shirt or stitch
Okay. Yeah.
pants or something.
Yeah. Yes. I understand. Thank you.
Awesome. Mary, can you read the OU words?
Of course. Moose, hughes, root, foot, boat, load, shut.
Mm-hmm. So you were a little timid at first. It's a very wide vowel sound. Mouse, house, cloud. But yeah, as you went on, you got a little wider and it started to sound really nice. And then the exceptions are tough, cough, dough, though, your, through, you, would, could, and should. Again, a lot of examples of exceptions that don't exactly follow the rule. Any questions on these sounds so far? Anything
Not
needed
yet.
repeated? Okay. Then Martin, will you read the double O sound?
Yep. Double O. Moon, zoo, baboon, goose, choose, food. Exceptions. Door, poor, gold.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Then let's go on to the next one. And this time it's Trin's turn to read. Can you read the O-E?
Okay. OE, toast, potatoes, tomatoes, hero, found O, and dash, found U.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Vincenzo, can you read the O-W words?
Mm. Cow, town, clown, wow, how, own, bow, though, show, no.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Then we have the O-R sounds. Back to you, Alejandro.
Fork, fort, stork, horse, cork, sword. And work, word.
Mm-hmm. And that word sword at the end has a silent W in it. Another very irregular and strange way to pronounce something, but we don't pronounce the W.
Sword,
Sword. Sword.
sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Christina, can you read us the AR words?
Car, card, farm, worm, barn. And the exception are war, worth.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. AI sounds are for Mary.
Rain, train, snow, pain, change, again.
Mm-hmm. And that last one is pronounced totally like an E. Again. Again.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Martin, can you read us the AY sounds?
Yep. Bat, bat, cat, hat, vet, fed, met, red. Exception. What?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wait. You read the AT sounds then?
AT, yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Martin. And
you.
Trin, can you read us the AY sounds?
Of course. They, play, hey, say, may, stay. Sound E. Exceptions is says. Sound
Mm-hmm.
A.
Thanks very much. So a lot of the most common words in English are very irregular, which is difficult, but things like again and says, what, work, word, does. These are all some of the most common words in English, but they're very, very irregular. Do you guys have any questions on these general rules of spelling to pronunciation?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then on the bottom,
No.
we have a chart that helps understand a little bit how we produce these sounds, because it'll give you an example like beat, and it'll tell you where your tongue should be and what part of the mouth you're using. Some people find this helpful, other people find it difficult to understand, but it's there for you if you want it. And in this chart, we see a lot of something called IPA. What is IPA? Does anybody know?
IPA?
Yes, IPA.
IPA. No, I don't know.
Is anyone familiar with that term, IPA?
Is it international
Uh-huh.
phonetic
Sure.
something? International phonetic.
Phonetic.
I don't know the meaning of the of the A.
You got the
Yeah.
first two. International Phonetic Alphabet.
Ah, right. Alphabet, of course.
So it's kind of a way to translate English letters into letters that we can use for normal pronunciation. And you see it in this chart as well as the sounds above. We have IPA being
Right,
used
yeah.
at the end of each of them to tell you. You can also find this in your dictionary. So if you ever don't know how to pronounce something, a good dictionary will have IPA to help you understand. The only problem is you have to know IPA in order to really get the information you need. Otherwise, Google Translate would be really the only way that you can get that pronunciation help. But I have a few links for you guys if it's something that you are interested in.
Excuse me, teacher, but this is an alphabet only for English?
No, it's for all
valid
languages.
in all languages. No?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
IPA is really, really vast. It has lots of letters. Not all of them are used in English, but many of them are, and so those will be the ones we'll be practicing today.
Also Spanish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Some of them might be slightly different for Spanish, but the sounds will always be the same for IPA. So it's very consistent and regular, which is why it's helpful if you know how to use it. I'm
Yeah.
going to put a link in the chat boxes for you guys, and
Okay.
this link is the IPA that we use in English plus the sounds. So if you click on each one, you'll hear some sounds. You're welcome to play around with it, but definitely mute yourself if you're going to play around with it in class.
Okay.
So that's a good basis for what we're going to be talking about. And I have one more link to send you guys. And again, it's wonderful to play around, but make sure you mute yourself if you use this in class. And this one I really like because it's the same, but it's a little more descriptive and picture-oriented. So it doesn't just show you the letter plus the sound. You can actually make it show you what your mouth is doing. And I'll screen share that for you really quick, just so you guys understand how to use it if you want to use it on your own. So for this one, it'll say the place in your mouth, the manner, and the voice, as in if you're using your vocal cords or not. And you can choose one, like nasal, and we'll choose a bilabial nasal, meaning two lips. And it gives you a picture of what exactly is happening in your mouth. So if you play it,
Mhm.
it shows you what your mouth is doing, which can be helpful if you're trying to practice a particular sound. And you can also have this little picture on the side show you, demonstrate exactly how to
Yeah.
make that. So that's helpful
Excellent.
sometimes.
Excellent.
Okay. One other tool that I'm going to give you guys is a link of tongue twisters, which is fun and it's a great way to practice sounds that you feel like you just haven't mastered. For a lot of people, that's the TH sound. It's not a very common sound, so sometimes people have trouble with that. But there's plenty of tongue twisters there. I hear an angry dog.
Yeah. A monster.
All right. So that's another useful link for you guys that you can use to practice on a daily basis. Last one we're going to do, I'm going to put this in the chat box for you guys. This is the notes we're about to go over. And it's the third link in the chat box. I know the chat box is getting cluttered with these things. Samit, welcome to class. Or Samet, probably. I pronounced that wrong. I'm sure of it now. Samet, are you there? Ah, okay. So if you guys open up that new link of notes, which I will screen share, you'll see that we have another little list of IPA symbols plus the pronunciation and the French, but that probably won't be helpful for that many of you. And past that part, because we kind of already went over that. But we're going to go on to the exercise below. Here we are. So this is what you should be looking at. And we're going to skip this. It's very useful, but we'll go over it as we do the exercise. And here it says that there are 14 vowel sounds and diphthongs in English. Ooh. See, he wants to learn too. He's trying to pronounce something.
New student.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dog English.
All right. So we're going to use these letters of the phonetic alphabet plus the examples here to help us with the exercise below. And also we have a couple quick notes here that are good to know. Like when you put an E at the end of an English word, most of the time it makes a long vowel out of the vowel that comes before. So you say it like K, you say A as an A, cake,
Okay.
or these, or bike, or home, tube. Not always, but most of the time. And if it doesn't have an E at the end, then it'll be a short vowel like cat, yes, sit, log, not, run, and put. All right, so we're going to sort these right now into categories. And it's a long list, but we'll start slow. So what about the word did? What box does that go into, or what sound is being used here? Did. And you can look back at these examples. You said the last one? No.
Yeah, I think. No, the last
Okay, so this box that has a little A on it? That one?
Oh my God. Did. I think is.
So if we go back up to the top, let's check these examples. The first one we have seat, feet, be, which is not really like did.
Yeah. Yes. This is.
So which box is it? We're going to artificially label them with this being box number 1, box number 2, box number 3.
Box number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Third row, second column.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Third row, second column. Look at that. Yes, it is the third row, second column, and it looks like a little capital I.
Yeah.
Awesome. How about the next one? These.
Is. Bájala.
Anyone have an idea?
This es la larga. Yeah.
So try to match it with some of the examples above.
Like the first one, no?
Yeah, exactly, like the first one. So which box? You could say.
second row, first column.
Yeah, second row, first column. Excellent. All right. Then moving on to the next one, we have lime. Lime.
Lime.
Match it to the top.
Lime.
So which symbol goes with lime? I. Alejandro, any ideas?
AG?
A what?
AG?
No, teacher.
No?
I
Oh,
think
you mean this one, like cat, hat, that? The AE one?
No, I think it's capital. Lime.
I.
Okay, so which box or which symbol does it look like? You can shout out the symbol that it is the same as, or the box with the row and the column.
Same as I by.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
So I buy, what else do we have? Buy, high,
Third row,
night.
first column.
Yes, third row, first column. Excellent. How about soap? Soap.
So.
Soap.
Like a spoon? No.
Like those. So.
Like those.
Those.
Like a dose.
Those.
Goes.
Goes.
Cow, tongue,
Coat.
tongue.
Yeah, I think I heard someone shout it out. It's most similar to those, bone, goes,
Coat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
O-W.
O-W. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how about found? Found.
Sound. Put? No.
Cow. Town. House.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like an A-W. Cow, town, house, found.
Yeah.
All right. What about jump? Jump.
Champ.
Mm-hmm.
Champ.
Like jump. Jump. So. Oh. So.
Champ. Like a wood champ. No.
Sun, but today, sofa? No.
Yeah. Sun, but today, and sofa.
Yeah.
So this one it's interesting because we use that upside down looking E to represent a lot of letters in English. Like, for instance, today. Even though we have an O there, we usually don't say today, we say today. It also depends on the person sometimes, but sofa and today have the schwa sound, as well as jump. All right. What about 8? 8.
8.
Like a cake.
Uh-huh, like a cake.
Cake.
Exactly. It's that long sound because there's the E after it. Cake or hate or rain.
Yeah.
Very similar to that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How about cat? Cat. Ah.
Cat. Cat. This I.
Cat.
Cat. Hmm. Yes. Cat. Hat. That.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you squished the AE together. It's that row.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. We are well on our way here. How about play? Play.
Play. Mhm.
Kate,
Eat,
rain, play.
eat.
Yes, exactly. The EJ symbol. All right, buy. Buy.
I buy.
Ah, yeah.
Why,
Bye.
Hi.
night.
Night.
Bye.
Hi,
Hi.
night.
Night.
Bye, why, hi.
Toy, boy, oil, soy.
Uh-huh. The very last one on our list looks like a backwards C and a J. How about home? Home.
Home. Home.
Home, those,
Those. Yeah.
bone,
Bone.
bone, goes,
Goes. Cut.
coat,
You guys got it. What about not? Not.
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 Not. Duck. Tuck.
No.
No. Duck. Not. Tuck.
Duck.
Cut.
Cut, talk, not. See,
Ah,
duck,
yeah. Not. Stop.
duck, talk, cut,
Mm-hmm.
stop,
Not.
Yeah, the backwards C. Dog, talk,
Dog,
cock,
talk.
and saw.
cut.
Is duck. Tuck. But here you have not with not. Stop. Font. Want.
This one will also depend on your accent a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Not versus not. So you could also say it like not. Oh, we have it right here. Not, stop, fond, want,
Want,
and father.
Father.
So could depend on your accent. Could be either the A or the backwards C.
Yeah, I agree because I identify the sound like a duck, tuck, cat, nut.
Mhm. There's a very
It's
small
different.
difference between those, but yeah, depending where you're from, you might say it differently.
Okay.
All right. How about toe? Toe.
Toe.
Toe, those,
Yeah.
those, bone. No, bone, toe.
No.
Those, bone, those, coat.
Those are like a cow, tone.
Uh-huh. The OW symbol. Sure.
Yeah.
What about knee? This one here. Knee.
Knee.
Me.
Knee.
Sit, buy, feel,
Yep.
Sit.
Feet, we, feel. Ah, funny. No, funny is strange. You know, funny is very strange.
No.
Well, funny because of the last Y sound. Funny.
Funny. Yeah.
And
And this one is really diverse because you see we can spell that same vowel sound with an EA, an E, one E, an IE, or a Y.
Funny.
Really a lot of diverse spelling for one little sound. How about run?
run.
Run.
run like a sun. No?
Mm-hmm. Sun, but today. No,
Come back today, sofa.
another schwa sound. All right. How about fog? Fog.
What is fog?
Fog? Like a
Dog.
definition?
Yeah.
Good
Fog.
question.
Dog.
Can someone give us a definition for the word fog?
Fog. Fog.
Fog. Fog is an animal that is going to the in the little place of water. Yes, something. It's going something like this. I don't know. Yeah.
Wow. So it
The monster.
Yes.
A
when
little
you-
monster.
Yes.
El-
It's going to jump, no? Jump, tap, tap, tap.
I'm
Jumping.
not exactly sure.
Is when the clouds are loud?
Yes. not when the clouds are loud.
Okay.
No, hold on. We've got a little confusion here. When the clouds are loud, that would be called thunder. But the word fog is when you have clouds that are really, really low. So sometimes in the morning when there's that water in the air and it makes the world hard to see, that's fog.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Weather. It's
Yes.
a kind of, Okay, thank
Although I liked the imitation of the sound of thunder.
It's very difficult.
Yeah. Awesome. We're having fun. So, what symbol represents fog?
Symbol.
Like a dog, no? The fog, dog,
Mm-hmm.
Dog,
dog,
Fog,
talk,
dog, talk,
hot, and so.
And this one is another pretty good example of one that's really close between something like stop, fond, want, and fog. Sounds similar, but it's, for me anyways, it's more like dog and talk. So depending on your accent, this one might be a little different.
Okay.
All right.
Talk, yeah.
And yes, the word yes. What's the vowel sound in yes?
Yes. Yeah.
Get help.
Yes.
Help.
Mm-hmm. The backwards
which-
three. Get, help, red, head.
Okay.
Yes.
Light. Get.
Mhm. Why?
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 I
Why?
buy.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I.
Mm-hmm.
Like I buy
Mm-hmm.
Soil.
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 Toy. Boy. Oil. Soil.
Yep. You guys are getting quick at this. Spoon.
Spoon.
Mm.
Nail. Glue. Fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Spoon,
Yeah.
you glue, yes.
Mm-hmm. Night. Night.
I buy.
I buy. Why?
Mm-hmm. Cow.
Cow.
Town. House.
Cow. House. Found.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. New. New.
New.
New.
No.
So which one?
Spoon. No.
Mm-hmm.
Glue. Fruit.
Yep. UW. How about meat?
Meat.
Feet. Feet. Be. Feel. Find.
Uh-huh. The very first one. The IJ.
Oh.
Up. Up.
Up.
Up. Up. Put.
But. Some. No. But. Sun.
Yeah.
But. Today. So.
Mm-hmm. The schwa sound. Sun, but, today, sofa. All right. Rat. Rat.
Rat.
Right.
Cat. Hat. That. After.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Law. Law.
What? What?
War.
Cat, hat, that, and that.
Not exactly, actually. So if we say the word law and then cat, they're slightly different. Law, cat.
Yeah. What?
Cow, town, house.
No.
No.
What? Not. Stop. Font. Want.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Exactly. Not,
Not
stop,
stop,
fond, want,
want.
father. Law.
Uh-huh.
All right. How about red?
Head. It's
Sorry,
cat.
I don't understand why. What? What
The
word?
word red. Sorry.
Red.
Red. Red.
Get.
Get.
Help.
Get. Help.
Help.
Red.
Red.
Head.
Yep. The one like get, help, red, and head.
Mm.
Okay. How about late? Late.
Late.
Light.
Cake. Hate. Rain. Play.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Cake, hate, rain, play. And fruit. Fruit.
Fruit.
Spoon. New. Glue.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. With. With.
With.
Sit. Did. With. This.
Awesome. Book. Book.
Like spoon.
Put,
Huh?
look.
Yep. Excellent job. Want. Want.
Once.
Want.
Which word, teacher?
Not
Want. W-A-N-T.
Stop, found,
Not
want,
Mm-hmm.
Found. Want. Father.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Excellent. Stove. Oh, stove.
Could you repeat?
Spoon.
Stove.
No.
Sorry, I should give you guys more time looking at these
Those.
words.
Bone. Goes. Coat.
what is a stove?
Mm-hmm.
Those. Bone.
Stove.
Goes.
Okay.
Coat.
Stove.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
My. My.
Buy.
M-Y.
Why?
Yep.
Night.
Talk. Talk.
dog, cat, saw,
Which one?
Cat,
Dog.
hat, that.
Yeah,
Dog. Talk. Got. So.
the backward C one. Man.
Man. Cat. Hat. That.
hat, that,
After. After.
Yeah.
After. Excuse me, teacher.
Cat.
After.
Hat. That.
After is different or not? Cat, hat, that, after,
After.
after.
I think it's pretty similar, but these are also a little bit simplified because
Yes.
there are a few more distinctions we're not making. And again, sometimes this can depend on accent. I think that and after are very similar, but there are people who would disagree a little.
Because I
So-
thought that
And the
after
sound
was
of the-
pronounced
The
differently.
sound of the vowel is in at the beginning of the word. After.
Uh-huh,
And it's
exactly.
different. Yes, in the middle is different sound.
Yeah, the place will change, like the place you put the vowel changes the vowel a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would pronounce after, not after. After.
And also, in British pronunciation, that would be a little different as well. So they might say more like after
Yes.
the breakfast, but I wouldn't. I would say after instead of after.
Yes, it's
So-
different. It's not something like cat. No. We can-
Well, British versus American will definitely change a lot of the pronunciation. But
Yeah.
for me, those sounds are the same.
Mhm.
So how about men? Men.
Man. The same. Cat, hat, that.
Yeah.
Hat.
Man.
No.
No. Man.
No.
Man.
Man.
Get. No. Man.
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 Yeah.
Get.
Get, help, red,
Red,
head,
head.
men.
Man.
I got
Man. I would pronounce man like cat.
No, but it's men. In this case, it's men.
Yes, in this case,
Men.
it's men
Men.
with an
The
S.
plural.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Men.
Plural.
Okay.
Plural. Yes, plural.
How about
Yeah.
mouse?
Mouse.
Mouse.
Mouth.
Mouse like those, bone, goes, coat.
Nope.
House.
Yes.
Cow. Town.
house,
House.
No, sir.
Found.
Mouse. Those.
Yep.
Mouse.
How about goes? Oh.
I know those, bone, goes.
Yeah.
Those.
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 bone, goose,
Which one? Spoon?
Those.
Those. Bone.
Mom
So-
goes.
Yeah, it's those, bone, goes, coat.
Coat.
Coat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Coat.
How about tot? Tot.
cot, dog,
Dog, talk, caught. So.
Mm-hmm. Dog, talk, caught, saw.
So.
And clown. Clown.
clown,
Clown. Como cow. Town.
Yep.
House.
yeah,
Found.
Yes. Cow.
Mhm.
Cow, town, mouse, pound.
Queen. Queen.
Queen. Queen.
E, queen.
Queen.
It be
Queen.
Seat, feet, be,
Mm-hmm.
funny.
Seat, feet, be, field. Funny. And this one is hard because it has kind of a W sound before the vowel sound. Queen. Queen.
Queen.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to skip cake because we already did that one. We're going to skip hat too because that one's too simple. How about sun? This one here.
And
Like put, would. No, put, sun. No. Sun.
But today, sofa.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's right in there with the schwa sounds.
sun.
And help. The word help. Help.
Help, get, red, head.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And the last one, took. Took.
Took.
Took,
Like put, would, good, look.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Took, good, would, put,
Took.
look. Mm-hmm.
Would, could, would, look.
All right. Any other questions on these you guys have?
Not.
All
Yeah.
right. We have a few exceptions here. If this is just another way to say what we talked about earlier, some of the normal rules like the EA pronounced as E, plus the exceptions. And then, of course, some of these are practicing saying the words that are most common but very irregularly pronounced. What about this one? Can someone pronounce this word that I'm highlighting? L-O-S-E.
What's wrong?
Lose. Lose.
Yeah, lose. Even though
Lose.
most people, even native English speakers, would like to pronounce that loose, it is in fact lose.
It's
Kind of a
wrong.
funny one. And then to spell loose, we put a double O, which doesn't make any sense. But we had to find a solution to that problem because we use both words frequently.
Lose.
Okay. And then there's some practice below that is good for you guys to use these very irregularly pronounced words. Let's each try at least one of these. How about... All right, number 1. Let's have Alejandro start. Can you pronounce number 1 for us?
What have you gone and done now?
Mm-hmm. And this one's funny because we have gone, and done. Spelled the same, but pronounced differently. Christina, can you do number 2?
I live in a white house that my father owns.
Excellent. But with the word live, we have a shorter sound. It's it. Live in a white house. All right. Mary, can you do number 3 for us?
Of course, you always read so much that you hit the horse.
Mm-hmm. And the word head has a short E sound. Head.
Head.
Trin, can you do number 4?
Of course, I know now what he said and did.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, Trin. Vincenzo, do number 5.
We are going to lose if you choose to wait.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. You guys can continue doing those on your own and check back with some of those words because in these they compare words that might be spelled the same but are pronounced differently. So in looks and good compared, we also have suit and you compared. So they compare some similar sounds and some different sounds. All right, so for our last minute here, let's try a tongue twister. Does anyone have a tongue twister that they'd like to do for us from the links that I put in earlier?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
I'll find one for us. about...
A difficult one, teacher.
It's what?
A difficult one. Difficult one. Yeah.
Let's try this one, number 2. I'm going to screen share one for you guys.
Quello dei Piper Pie, come si chiama? Piper Pie.
Oh yeah, try that one, Vincenzo.
It's very famous, no? Come si chiama? What is it? Piper Pie, non mi ricordo, I don't remember.
It's right here. Would you like to try number 1 for us?
Understand?
Can you see it?
Piper. Okay, can you enlarge them a little? Okay. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, and a pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, where is the pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Thank you very much. Any brave soul want to try that one also?
Maybe me.
Go ahead.
What number? What number?
Number 1.
Okay. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled pepper. Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, where's the pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Excellent. We only have a second left. Is there anyone else who wants to try this before we finish up today?
Yes. Come on. Another one.
Any other comments or questions?
No, teacher.
No,
All
teacher,
right, guys.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much for coming today, and I hope to see you all again soon.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, you're very kind. Bye.
Bye.
Retorno.